What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to some more Doki Doki Literature Club. In the last episode, we're basically picking off where we left off. We're just about to start writing a poem, and we gotta pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So, let's see. Oh, I thought I was gonna like type something up. How about vitality? Vitality, electricity, music, vanilla, charm, milk, anime, inferno. We have to choose 20 words? Oh, jeez. Okay. Nature. Unstable. Ocean. Heartbeat. Vertigo. Suicide. Kawaii. Color. Doki Doki. Kiss. Nipple. Vibrant. And joy. Hi again, soulless chimera. Glad to see you didn't run away from us, haha. Haha? Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, soulless chimera. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. I press spacebar, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Manga is literature. Don't worry, guys. Soulless Chimera always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with my busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your mom is so messy. Oh, that's because your mom. Your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. You two are really good friends, aren't ya? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Soulless Chimera can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Fucking idiot. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. And pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically took the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Alright. Monica having a cheery conversation. Yuri's face is buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression while she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ah. She seems to be annoyed by something. You looking for something in there? Frickin' Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Facts. Facts! Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! She turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the east. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. Wow. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on the door. She points to the classroom door. I wasn't judging. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, soulless chimera. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, I'm going to show you exactly why. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Wah. Then she takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Oh, I guess it's closer. It's easier to be closer like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Sorry. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey! Are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda get out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. What should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they all get into their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's what really makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Oh, is that so? Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, wow. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Oh, this chapter seems like it's about bacon. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious, since you enjoy baking too, right? Just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. Nope. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read for a few more minutes. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, ugh, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Or, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm really kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's possibly harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, it's pretty accurate. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he finds this. Well, it paid off in the end, right? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. So, hee hee. I'm like getting lost. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. I'm not like trying to be in a rush for like the horror aspect of this game. I'm more so trying to like get to the part where I can actually play the game, I think. Where I can at least like click on decisions. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Well, yeah, but... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. I can't wait. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica writes hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Do the same myself. Okay, here we go. Who do I want to show first? How about Natsuki? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair that I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, but never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. I wrote this... I wrote this when I could have done doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poem? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want you to feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I should be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. In any case, you'll still need to show me yours, right? Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Alright. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Click outside poem area to continue. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Like in this poem. Ugh. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling like in the last line. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Okay, so I have to share my poem with everybody? I guess we'll share with Yuri next? Time to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. Hold on. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while before she gets used to people. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in those new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki could be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Alright, what do we got? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Wow. Damn. I'm sorry, I must have such terrible handwriting. What? Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. I also liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it was our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts? Actually, the story wasn't about a ghost at all. Soulless chimera. Really? Often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in the work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. Makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Counting on you. Okay, so we can save. So I'm gonna save. Empty slot. Boom. Alright. And then I think with that, we're gonna end today's episode right there, you guys. So in the next one, we'll go through their 2 poems and then see what happens next for us. Thank you guys all so much for watching. And as usual, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.